And hello, everyone. Welcome to the final day of the 2022 Boricua Open Slow Pitch Championships here live from Cataño, Puerto Rico. Just outside of San Juan, old San Juan, just like maybe 10, 15 minutes, not even, outside of old San Juan. Today we have the semifinals already between On Fire versus YS Sports. We should begin momentarily. We are here at the Pedro Perucho Cepeda Stadium. Again, here in Cataño, Puerto Rico. I want to give thanks to Jose Chaparro, our umpire. This is his second Boricua Open, and he has done an extraordinary job out there on the field. The winner of this game is going to play Most Wanted, the defending champions from last year's Boricua Open. And that should be starting right after this one, probably around 3:30 or so. Stay tuned for more. The two teams are warming up. We have On Fire batting first, and then YS Sports should take the field to start the game. We'll be right back in just a few short minutes, and we'll get this game started. Thanks for tuning in.
¿Eh? ¿Tienen 9 ya ellos? Yo 8, ¿verdad? Sí, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Un dos juegos nada más que quedan, ¿verdad? Listo, nos vamos.
Ya está, ellos saben lo de being home.
¿Qué no es eso? O sea, acaso no. Tengo yo enseñarlo para acá rápido. Todo tapado.
Pero estaba por en ellos.
Dale, buena suerte. Gracias, caballero. Jugamos sin tiempo, ¿verdad? ¿7 entradas o? Por favor, porque ya que son 2 juegos nada más que se va a completo.
And here comes out the head umpire. Ready to go. Start the game. Semifinals here On Fire versus YS Sport. On Fire will hit first. Their starting lineup will be McCracken, Perez, Sepulveda, Scott, Sepulveda, Moore, Figueroa, Aleman, Galorza, Guzman, Rodriguez, and Quinones. For YS Sports, they have Manny Mendez, Yamil Ortiz, Henry Melendez, Kelvin Diaz, Christian Quintana, Felix Molina, Josie Vigo, Carlos Rivera, Gabriel Rios, and John Caban. Today's umpire is Jose Chaparro. He has done an outstanding job this weekend here in Cataño, Puerto Rico, for the 2022 Boricua Open Slow Pitch Championships. And we're almost underway here as YS Sports will take the field first. We'll see you in about 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Here we go. YS taking the field. They are the top seed here in the playoffs, and they will have home field advantage for the remainder of the tournament. We're just about underway. It is about 2:17 p.m. here, Eastern Standard Time in Puerto Rico. As the pitcher for YS Sports finishes up his warm-up pitches, we will have Chris McCracken, number 2, lead off for On Fire. On Fire yesterday, they started off a little bit slow, but ended up finishing the day on fire as they went 1-1. And here they're facing YS Sport in the semifinals of the 2022 Boricua Open Slow Pitch Championships. Here's Chris McCracken saying hello to the opposing catcher. before he takes his stance here in the batter's box. And we're just underway. Here's the first pitch. Ball, 2-1. Strike called, full count, 3-2. Ball outside, he draws the walk. As the leadoff batter reaches first base. Here's number 83, M. Perez. As he takes the first pitch. He swings at this one. It's a high pop-up in shallow left center. McCracken's going to try for 3. He reaches safely. And we have runners at second and third here. No outs for Chris Sepulveda, number 14. Strike called by the blue, 1-2. There's a ground ball to short. He takes it, throws over to first for out number 1. Here's Ismael Ish Scott, also known as Primo, number 42, stepping up to the left-handed batter's box. He calls time looking at the defensive positioning for the opposing team. 1 out, runners at second and third here. He takes it, ground ball to first, takes it himself for out number 2. After Scott, we have number 8, S. Slim Sepulveda, number 8. Let's see if he gets a chance to drive in those runs at second and third. Ground ball to short. He's going to take it himself over to first for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the first. On fire. Could not capitalize on those 2 men on scoring position. 0-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. YS Sports will come up to bat next. All right, here we go. This is Manny Mendez, number 051. Takes a look at the first pitch, ball 2, 2-1. Yesterday, some of our viewers were asking if we started with a 1-1 count. Yes, we do start with a 1-1 count. This is an ISPS sanctioned event hosted by USA Slow Pitch, not to be mistaken with USA Softball. Manny draws the walk as a leadoff batter for both teams. Draw walks here. That'll bring up Yamil Ortiz, number 32. We also had questions of which bats are allowed in our tournaments. Any bat, well, actually, particularly in this tournament, no senior bats are allowed. There's a little pooch behind first base, but it's drifting foul. He'll have another crack at it. 2-2. With 2 strikes, you hit a foul, you're out. So he's got a hit. That's a shot to right center, but right at the fielder for out number 1. Runner goes back to first. Here's a third batter, Henry Melendez, number 13, stepping up. There's a ground ball right back up the middle. That's going to put runners at the corner. Actually, the outfielder dropped it. That's going to drive in a run for YS Sports as they break the ice here in the bottom of the first, 1-0. Here's number 35, Kelvin Diaz, coming up. He steps up to bat with 1 out, runner on second. The catcher's not paying attention. Mr. Adam Moore, as he says hello to the camera. He's had an amazing trip, to say the least. I don't know about tournament, but trip to Puerto Rico, he's had a blast. Here's a high fly ball pop-up behind second base. That could drop in. It does. And they throw it up, and it's not going to be in time. That's another run for YS Sports. That'll bring up number 14, Christian Quintana. As he steps up with 1 out, runner on first. There's a ground ball to short. Throws over to second for 1, over to first for 2. That'll take us to the top of the second now. YS Sports leading 2-0. As you can see out there, the wind is drifting from left field over to right. We have what seems to be a little bit of rain on the left field, behind left field, but we should be fine for the rest of the afternoon. Out there you see the American flag, the Puerto Rican flag, I believe the municipality flag of Cataño, as well as the city flag. We're here at the Pedro Perucho Stadium in Cataño, Puerto Rico. You're watching the semifinals between YS Sports on the field and On Fire, which is coming up to bat for their second time this game. Up to bat is Mr. Adam Moore. Here's a high pop-up to third base. He catches it for out number 1. Here's M. Figueroa. He hits a fly ball out to deep left center field. That's got caught for out number 2. That brings up number 9, Abraham Abi Aleman, who made a fantastic play yesterday as they hit it up the middle. And he made a fantastic play right over his head to avoid the hit. Here he steps up to plate, left-handed. Hits it right back up the middle. Pitcher grabs it for out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the second now. YS Sports still up 2-0. Here we have number 9, Felix Molina for YS Sports stepping up. He hits a shot, but just foul over the first base side. Nice hit, but just foul. He'll try again. Here's a pitch. There's a good one right over the second baseman's head. Right fielder bobbles it, and that allows him to reach second with a nice stand-up leadoff double. That'll bring up Josie Vigo, number 99. As he steps up, no outs, runner on second. He hits a shot to left center. That's going to drive in 1. As YS Sports takes the lead now to 3-0. Here's Carlos Rivera, number 51. He tries to pooch right over the first baseman, but goes just foul. No outs, runner on first for Carlos Rivera. That's a shot right over the second baseman's head. That's going to put runners at the corner here. As we have runners at the corner, still no outs for YS Sports. That'll bring up Gabriel Rios, number 58. As he steps up and he tries to drive in some more runs. I think Adam Moore is feeling the island here on Sunday. That's a ground ball right under the pitcher. They secure the out at 2. But that's going to drive one more run for YS Sport. The ground ball was just under the reach of Avi Aleman. The second baseman grabbed it, threw over to the shortstop, who bobbled it a little bit, but was able to secure it and step on second before the runner could reach. So we have one out, runner at first for number 36, John Caban. Strike called by the Blue, 1-2. We got a pinch runner over at first. As he hits a fly ball to right field. But that's going to get caught for out number 2 as the runner goes back to first. That'll bring up the top of the order here for YS Sports, bringing number 051, Manny Mendez, up to bat with 2 outs and a runner at first. High fly ball, but it's drifting foul. He will not have a play. We'll try that again. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Runner at first. Two. Here's a ground ball to third. He's going to take it, flip it over to second for the third out of the inning. We're going to the top of the third now. YS Sports is leading 4-0 as they score 2 in the first and 2 in the second. Up next, we'll see On Fire come back up as they try to score. And we'll be right back right after this. Here's number 50, Galarza, stepping up for On Fire. We're starting the top of the third here as YS Sport is leading 4-0 over On Fire. On Fire looking to try to get some runs on the board here. Ball called. 2-1. Three one called by the blue. Here's a shot right over the shortstop's head, and it goes into center field for a leadoff single. They call for a runner. Mr. Oki Bonilla is going to take his spot over at first. And Ralph Guzman, wearing number 15 today, steps up to bat. Oki Bonilla is one of the fastest athletes on the island. We look to see if they can score at least one with him on base. There's a nice veteran hit by Ralph Guzman. Oki tries for 3, and he will reach safely with his speed, as we now have runners at the corners. For number 17, Rodriguez. They try to appeal at second. Umpire calls safe. Inside pitch, 2-1. Two. Ground ball to the pitcher. He throws over to second for 1. That'll be out number 1. But On Fire scores on the player's choice there. That'll bring up number 25, Kevin Quinones, as he steps up to bat. Ground ball to short. That should be an easy double play. There's 1, 2. And we're going to the bottom of the third now. As On Fire finally gets on the scoreboard, they score 1. They still trail by 3, as YS Sports leads 4-1. Here we go. Number 32, Yamil Ortiz steps up. Watches ball 2 go by. Three one. Inside, and he draws the walk. That'll bring up number 13, Henry Melendez, as he steps up to bat with no outs, runner on first. They call for a runner at first. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Ground ball, third base side. That gets through. We're going to have runners at the corner. Runners at first and third now. No outs. For Kelvin Diaz, number 35, stepping up. Ground ball, first base side. That's going to drive in 1. Outfielders bobble it a little bit, causing the runners to advance to second and third. 5-1 now. YS leads. That'll bring up number 14, Christian Quintana. He hits a fly ball deep to left center field. The left center fielder did not even move. That's going to drive in 2 more for YS Sports. And he's going to reach with a nice, easy stand-up triple. He calls time and asks for a runner at third base. That'll bring up number 9, Felix Molina, as he steps up with a nice cushy lead, 7-0. No outs. It's a towering shot over the first base side, but it's going foul. No outs, runner on third, as they look to continue to pour it on here. Two. That's going to drift foul. He's going to get out for out number 1. 1 out. Runner on third for number 99, Josie Vigo, followed by Carlos Rivera and Gabriel Rios. Two one. Two. Full count. Called the blue. Outside, and he draws the walk, placing runners at the corners now for Carlos Rivera, number 51. Up next, we got Gabriel Rios, followed by John Caban. Ground ball to second base, gets through. That's going to drive in 1, making it 4 this inning for YS Sports, taking the lead up to 8-1. There's another hit by number 58, Gabriel Rios. That's going to drive in 1 more, making it 9-1 here in the bottom of the third. That's going to drift foul for John Caban, number 36, as he steps out with 1 out, runners at first and second. Here's a shot, line drive right back up the middle. It's going to drive in 1, and keep runners at the corners, making it 10-1 now. YS Sports over on fire. That'll bring up the top of the order now, number 051, Manny Mendez, as he steps up. Was runners at the corners, just one out. The wind is starting to pick up here, as we see some clouds forming behind the field out there behind center field. That's a shot right back over the 5-6 man. That's going to drive in another one for YS Sports, making it 11-1. Here's Yamil Ortiz, number 32. Steps up, hits it, but just foul. Here's the pitch to Jamil. Ground ball to short. He bobbles it. Gets it at second for one, but safe at first. As another run comes in. Making it 12-1 here. We got two outs. Runner at first for number 13, Henry Melendez. They call for a runner at first base. And Henry steps up. It's an outside pitch. That one's inside and deep. As he draws the walk, placing runners at first and second now, two outs. Here comes number 35, Kelvin Diaz, followed by Christian Quintana. The ground ball right back up the pitcher. That's going to drive in one more and keep runners at the corners for YS Sports. They just continue to pour it on here. 13-1. That'll bring up number 14, Christian Quintana, followed by Felix Molina. That's a shot to left field. That's going to drive in one more. Making it 10 this inning, and they just continue to hit. Keeping runners at the corners. Hit after hit. 14-1 now, YS Sports. We remind you, it's 20 in the third, 15 in the fourth, and 10 in the 5 for the mercy rules. Here's Felix Molina, number 9. He pops it up behind short. That could be trouble. It is. It's going to fall in there, driving one more run in. Making it now 15-1, 11 in this inning alone for YS Sports. Here's Josie Vigo, number 99, stepping up. 2-2. Ground ball right back up the middle. That's going to load up the bases. For number 51, Carlos Rivera. Umpire calls timeout as they try to stop the bleeding here a little bit. As YS Sports is leading 15-1. That's going to drop in fair right behind third base, driving in two more runs, possibly three. 3 more runs as he clears the bases there, making it 18-1. Here's a shot right back up the middle. That's going to put runners at the corners now. 2 outs. For number 36, John Caban. And I believe he represents the winning run. Shot, but right through the first baseman's glove. That's going to drive in one more. The winning run is at first. Winning run is on first base. As we have the top of the order now, Mr. Manny Mendez, number 051, coming up to bat. We got runners at first and second, 2 outs here, 3-1. Full count now. That's a shot into left field. That's going to drive in one, and there's the winning run. There's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. It will be YS Sports. Wait a minute. Something has happened. Something has happened here. Let me get some clarification here. And We will get right back to you as soon as we find out what happened here, as we thought that was a winning run. But it seems we are playing one more, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back with some more information on that last play there for that last inning. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here is the issue. They appealed the runner leaving early at second. So none of those runs, those last two runs will count, making it 19-1 here in the top of the fourth. And McCracken has just McCracked the ball over to the center field. He's going to take it all the way by himself with a nice inside the Parker for McCracken. Number 2, the leadoff, as they try to climb up this steep mountain that YS Sports has laid out in front of them. 19-2, up by 17. They need at least, I guess, 3 more. There's a foul ball shot down the third base line for number 83, Perez. This is just his second at bat of the game, as they have just scored 2. There's a ground ball through the 5-6 hole. He's going to try to beat it out into a double. He thinks twice and stays at first. Here's the third batter, number 14, Chris Sepulveda. No outs, runner at first, 1-2. There's a high towering shot to left center. That's out number 1. El pitcher de umpire lo tiene. Here's Ish Scott. There's a shot through second base. That's going to put runners at the corner now. For number 8, Slim Sepulveda. Strike call by the Blue. That's a ground ball to second base right under his glove. That's going to score 1. Primo's going to try. Oh, he's going to try for home. He's going to make it. That's 2 more for On Fire, making it 19-4. That'll bring up number 34, Adam Moore. Strike call by the blue, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. There's a shot right over shortstop. That's going to drive in one more. Making it 19-5. Got one out, runner at first. Here's a ground ball. Squibbler over to short. He throws out. He stepped off. Stepped off at first, and the umpire calls him safe. We got runners at first and second now. One out for on fire. Here's the pitcher, Abby Aleman. Here's Aleman as he steps up with one out, runner at first and second. He's going to drive in one more as they try to get him. No, he tried. He's going to get in a throwdown now. And he gets back to third safely. That's one more run here for on fire as they make it 19-6, and they're starting to wake up their bats here. On fire is starting to get on fire. Here we go. Abby calls for a runner at second. Here is Oki Bonilla running for him. Here's Galarza. He hits a shot to left field. That's going to get caught for out number 2. That's going to drive in one more, making it 6 this inning. Making it 19-7 now, YS Sports. That'll bring up Ralph Guzman. He's wearing number 15 today. He said earlier he found that shirt somewhere. He put it on, and that's the number he's wearing today. Pitcher pump fakes inside, 2-2. Here's a shot to left field, but he camps under it. That's out number 3. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th now, 19-7. And here we go. We're going to the bottom of the fourth now. 19-7. YS Sport is up on fire. I want to send some appreciation to everyone who has been out here playing this weekend here in San Juan, Cataño, Puerto Rico. You guys have been amazing. I know you guys have offered me so many drinks, piña coladas, which Puerto Rico is famous for here. I'm actually staying at the Hilton Caribe, the supposed birthplace of the piña colada. And I really appreciate all the offers, gentlemen. But, I've been 3 years now sober, thankfully, and I will take a lemonade or a Gatorade anytime. But I'll let you guys take those nice adult beverages for me. But no, I really appreciate all the love, all the support you guys have been showing us. And we'll see you all again next year. Right after the finals here. Well, this is the semifinals. The finals are after this, between the winner of this game versus Most Wanted. That was Yamil Ortiz. He drew the walk. Number 13, Henry Martinez, is up to bat now. He hits it opposite field. Station to station now. Now number 35, Kelvin Diaz steps up with runners at first and second, no outs. With a shot to second base. He throws over to second for one. Tries to pick off the guy on third. He double plays him. That's two down. Smart play there by the shortstop, going after the slower leadoff runner. We got two outs now. Runner at first. For number 14, Christian Quintana. Here's a high pop-up right behind short. This could be trouble, but he catches it for out number 3 as they are still in it, 19-7. As we go to the top of the 5th now, YS Sports winning 19-7. On Fire needs 3 to stay. There's a ground ball to first. He's going to take it himself for out number 1. That was number 17, Rodriguez. That'll bring up number 25, Kevin Quinones. Strike call by the blue, 1 and 2. Line out. As that'll bring up the top of the order now. Number 2, Chris McCracken. McCracken hit a shot earlier for an inside the Parker home run. There's a shot. This time it's a line drive through second base. It's going to reach all the way to the fence again. This could be another inside the Parker for McCracken. McCracken is just cracking. McCracken is McCracken the ball. That'll bring up number 83, Perez. It's 19-8 now. 2 down, no runners. Here's a pop-up. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it is not. As he's going to try for 3 on that bloop single with a stand-up triple there for number 83, Perez. That'll bring up number 14, Chris Sepulveda. As he has runners at third, 2 outs. There's a shot at short, right at him. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. That's out number 3, and we will soon see YS Sports against Most Wanted, as Most Wanted tries to defend their Boricua Open Slow Pitch Championship title. Congratulations to YS Sports as they beat On Fire in the semifinals. On Fire ends up in 3rd place. YS Sports will now play Most Wanted in the finals in just a few minutes. We'll be right back right after this short break. Tune in where you are tuned in right now in just about 10 to 15 minutes. Peace.